how the money, some reports that we need to address in regards of how the money has been spent, FEMA money specifically. We're talking about to the tune of 59 million in a week. 59 million last week. The Dutch team just discovered that FEMA sent 59 million last week to luxury hotels in New York City to house illegal migrants. You would remember, I was there when we saw it countless of times, that the Biden administration made sure to make it clear that never, ever FEMA was ever used for illegal migrants. Biden said that. Karine Jean-Pierre said that. I got the clip of Karine Jean-Pierre categorically saying that that never happened. And now you know they were lying. Now we have the proof that they were lying. Sending this money violated the law, and is in gross insubordination to the president's executive order. That money is meant for American disaster relief and instead is being spent on high-end hotels for illegals. A clawback demand will be made today to recoup those funds. How is this possible? Well, meanwhile, thanks to Chief Nerd, this is what FEMA is doing to U.S. citizens in North Carolina. FEMA kicks hurricane survivors out of temporary housing into snowstorm and freezing temperatures. It's also closing disaster recovery centers in North Carolina until Monday due to winter weather. What is this? I mean, how can this be happening? How evil can these people be? Again, it's like we were saying the other day. We are facing a spiritual war because these people have no souls. These are just pure demonic forces. Because who can that calls himself a human do something like this? Nobody. And Muse, the crazier part of the story, Elon, the FEMA money went to Pakistan as they own the Roosevelt Hotel. Senator Schumer arranged for FEMA to divert disaster aid to the Pakistani government so the hotel could be used to house the illegal migrants. Every single person involved in this should be put in jail. Put them all in jail. Maybe in Salvador. Maybe you send them to El Salvador and they will learn the lesson. You send them for 8, 9 months, something like that. And Kush Sharma, the city of New York, pays $220 million to rent the entire Roosevelt Hotel in Manhattan to house illegal migrants. You remember that we spoke about this and even show you a video from inside the hotel, how the process was very simple. You arrive at the hotel, you have no passport, you have no ID, you have nothing. You just claim that, okay, I just came from the border. Okay, there you have your room. You want to fly to another part of the country, you have family or friends anywhere in the country, we're going to pay for your flight there. We're going to pay for the flight ticket. You have to do nothing. Okay, we're going to give you money and housing and food and a mobile phone, a school for your kids, everything. Okay, and all that was coming out of, part of that was coming out of FEMA because it was a lot of money. A lot of money. The hotel is owned by the government of Pakistan, and the deal was part of a 1.1 billion with a B IMF bailout package to help Pakistan avoid defaulting on their international debt. Prior to this sweetheart deal, the hotel had been closed since 2020, having long struggled with occupancy and in dire need of renovation. This reminds me of the Hotel Carter in New York City. How many of you know the Hotel Carter in New York City? I don't know the hotel from the inside, but I know the history of the hotel. We should make a movie about that hotel. Hotel Carter, legend. Meanwhile, in North Carolina, this is how things look. FEMA was just caught violating Trump's EO and spending $59 million on hotel stays for illegals. Meanwhile, North Carolina looks like this. Completely devastated. The devastation is just horrible. You can see it. How is that possible? How does this happen in America? How can this be fair, just, humane, moral, anything? Nothing. Nothing. I mean, we are talking about so much money has been diverted to all sorts of things. And now we know, now I have the proof, the absolute proof that the Biden administration lied about this. Another reason for all those Democrats or ex-Democrats or ex-blue voters who say, you know, I'm out. I will not be voting for these people anymore. They have lied too much. First the hoaxes, first Biden lying and Karine Jean-Pierre lying about FEMA funding. Let's play the video. Let's play the video.
Former President Trump is accusing the Biden administration of using FEMA funding to support undocumented migrants. How is the White House responding to that?
I mean, it's just categorically false.
It's just categorically false. It's just categorically false. That is not happening.
False. It is not true. It is a false statement. And look, the fact of the matter is, I think Washington Post fact checker did a piece, and the headline recently, just moments ago, not too long ago, and the headline was, "No, Biden did not take FEMA relief money to use on migrants, but Trump did."
President Trump is accusing the Biden administration of using FEMA funding to support undocumented migrants. How is the White House responding to that?
I mean, it's just categorically false.
It's just categorically false. It's just categorically false. That is not happening.
False. It is not true. It is a false statement. And look, the fact of the matter is, I think Washington Post fact checker did a piece, and the headline recently, just moments ago, not too long ago, and the headline was, "No, Biden did not take FEMA relief money to use on migrants, but Trump did."
So that's why I don't think the Democrats are going to win an election anytime soon. Well, by an election, maybe, Trump has to move with that 19th policy that he promised, that to shield elections. Everything in due time, but he has absolutely to shield elections. Same day elections, paper ballots, national holiday, that is a drill. What's more, Geiger Capital, holy shit, I thought this was a typo. In just January, 1 million immigrants, legal and illegal, gained a job. Meanwhile, native-born Americans gained just 8,000. 1 million to 8,000. All net jobs gains post-COVID are immigrants. This is why they opened the border. That was the reason. And you see all this crazy deranged people. I'm sad to have to mention Mark Ruffalo in my show. I thought maybe I think I never mentioned Mark Ruffalo. Maybe I mentioned him at some point, but he's so nobody that I might have forgotten. But right now I had to mention him. Because he says that people should not listen to Elon Musk while claiming that we are the ones you have to believe in. Yeah, it's that deranged. Let's listen to this.
Elon Musk is such a two-faced turncoat traitor because he was a climate champion. And he sold himself out for a buck and some power. Don't follow that guy. That guy doesn't even have his original accent anymore. Yeah, don't follow him.
I mean, this guy is insufferable.
Don't listen to him. We're the ones who we have to believe in. We're the ones who we're waiting for, and we are the ones that have to move forward.
We are the ones that you need to listen to. Don't listen to him. You have to listen to us. No matter what. And I have not confirmed this, But Elon Musk announced that the Department of Education no longer exists. I mean, I understand that that couldn't be via an executive order, has to be a bit more complex, maybe involving Congress. Again, I don't know the details, but maybe you have like the shell of the Department of Education, but the inside no longer exists. So it's like an egg shell without the egg inside. So that's what I think that Elon Musk is talking about. We will be developing on this story. I guess that tomorrow is when I find out more. But what we do know, is that this investigation, some people are claiming, oh, but what Dodge is saving is just a tiny fraction of all the spending. It is a tiny fraction. It's by tiny fraction we get there, but it's all the lies, which are way more valuable than the money that is going to be saved. The money is valuable because the money is going to go to Americans, to causes that will help them, actually help Americans. But the lies that are going to be uncovered, boy, that's MasterCard level stuff. That's yeah, that is priceless. But let me know what you think about this in the comments.